They were wild, raw, and unstoppable. With swagger, scandal, and the unmistakable sound of gritty rock and roll, the Rolling Stones weren't just a band, they became a cultural phenomenon. Today, we dive into the story of the British rock giants who took the world by storm. The Rolling Stones, their biography, lifestyle, and staggering net worth. London, 1962. Childhood friends MickJagger and KeithRichards reconnect, bonded by their love for rhythm and blues. Alongside the talented Brian Jones, they form a band. Soon, the lineup grows with Charlie Watts on drums and Bill Wyman on bass. The Rolling Stones are born gritty, rebellious, and the perfect counter to the Beatles' clean-cut image. Their first mega hit? I Can't Get No. Satisfaction, written by Richards in his sleep and powered by Jagger's provocative lyrics. It became a generation-defining anthem. By 1966, with the Beatles stepping away from touring, the Stones take over as the world's biggest live act. From Paint It Black to Sympathy for the Devil, their discography dominates charts and airwaves. But behind the fame, tragedy strikes. Brian Jones, plagued by addiction and personal troubles, is dismissed from the band. Just weeks later, in July 1969, he's found dead in his pool. His death at age 27 places him among the first members of the infamous 27 Club. Guitarist Mick Taylor joins. The band's sound evolves. Albums like Beggar's Banquet and Sticky Fingers become instant classics. The 1970s mark a golden age and a turbulent one. Hits like Angie, Hot Stuff, and It's Only Rock and Roll light up the decade. But creative tensions simmer. Mick and Keith, once an inseparable duo, begin clashing over direction and control. Keith battles drug addiction. Mick explores solo projects. Still, the music keeps coming. Ron Wood replaces Mick Taylor in 1974, solidifying a new lineup. Despite the chaos, the Stones remain on top. The 1980s and beyond. The Stones show no signs of slowing down. Though albums like Emotional Rescue and Undercover reflect internal disagreements, Tattoo revives the band's energy and launches a global tour that sells out stadiums. Even into the 2000s, the Stones rock iconic venues from the US to St. Petersburg's Winter Palace. Their 2005-2007 A Bigger Bang tour becomes the highest grossing of all time, earning over $559 million. Each Stone also carved their own path. Mick Jagger, the flamboyant frontman, becomes a solo artist and actor, starring in films like Freejack and The Man from Elysian Fields. He's knighted in 2003 and is a father to 7 children. KeithRichards tours with the New Barbarians and fronts Expensive Winos. He even appears as Jack Sparrow's dad in Pirates of the Caribbean. Ronnie Wood collaborates with legends like Prince and Bob Dylan, and builds a second career as a fine artist selling millions in paintings. Charlie Watts, the quiet heartbeat of the band, leads a jazz group and earns respect for his loyalty and discipline on and off the stage. In over 60 years, the Rolling Stones have released 55 albums, performed thousands of shows, and sold more than 200 million records worldwide. Their collective net worth? Mick Jagger, estimated $500 million. KeithRichards, around $500 million. Ronnie Wood, approximately $200 million. The late Charlie Watts left behind a fortune exceeding $250 million. Together, they define not just an era, but what it meant to be rock and roll royalty. From underground London clubs to the biggest stages on Earth, the Rolling Stones have endured trends, tragedies, and time. They weren't just about music. They were about attitude. And through it all, they kept doing what they do best. It's only rock and roll, but we like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more music legends uncovered.